So here in upstate New York in Delaware County, if you have to take an ex to court for child support, you're labeled a gold digger. It's completely discouraged to go after child support. Um, when you get into court, the magistrate will make sure that you get the lowest dollar amount possible. They do not do anything to encourage these fathers to to go above and beyond to help their kids at all. Me and my children right now are homeless. Social services has separated us. Not because I've abused them or done anything to them. They'll keep telling me all the time what good kids I have, which obviously is a reflection of what kind of a parent I am. I have supervised visitation at this point. I've been separated from them for 2 weeks. I'm not allowed phone calls. I'm not allowed to text or have any communication with them. I've had 1 2-hour supervised visit. I've never even been separated from my kids except when they went overnight to a friend's house. This is the way they do things in upstate New York. The fathers have all the rights. They don't have to take care of their kids. They don't have to do anything. All the responsibility is put on the mother. And if a mom can't be a mom and a dad and raise those kids, then she's a piece of shit and she's a loser. She had no right to have kids to begin with. This is how you're treated. Anyone that has a story similar to mine, I beg you to step forward. I have been in contact with Mira from Senator Oberbecker's office, and she has contacted social services, child support, and whatever other agencies they have over there, branches of it, whatever you call it. They have collected over $100,000 in child support over the last few years and kept me on public assistance. I had no idea how much child support was being collected and what I was getting in public assistance. They were receiving 3 times as much in child support. And they keep telling me it's because I have to pay back food stamps and rental assistance. Well, rental assistance isn't even through social services. That's through Delaware Opportunities, which is a completely different agency. They don't pay them any money whatsoever. Now, you, the general public, you can hate me all you want because I'm poor. You can say whatever you want. I really don't give a fuck anymore. The law is the law. I was asked by social services how I got myself into this situation. With your help, with your direct help. I want my money. But I'm not going to get it. So through my conversations with Mira, which they have referred me to a lawyer, which I have yet to hear from. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. The counties are free to do whatever they want. They have no oversight. The senators have no authority. The governor has no authority over anything. I mentioned contacting the Attorney General. She explained to me the Attorney General is only there for consumer affairs, kind of like a Better Business Bureau type thing. The only way to get anything done is to get a lawyer. But we are in such a rural area here in upstate New York. All of these lawyer firms that even have people that will reach out, they'll drive out to places where they don't have lawyers. We're not. They're not available to us. We're not going to get them. Just this morning over this way, a deer walked through the yard. This deer walks through every morning. A deer. We live with a deer. Bear. It wouldn't be unusual at all to see a bear here in the backyard. There are obviously rabbits and squirrels and fox and all those kind of little things, skunks. We live in the sticks, hardcore. We are cut off from the rest of the world here, and nobody cares. Everyone is just free to do whatever they want. The laws are broken all the time, every day, and everyone sits back and watches it happen. Nobody bothers to say anything about it because everyone knows they're not going to do anything. The law does nothing about it. You can speed and get 1 million speeding tickets. All you got to do is just pay your fine. Nothing's going to happen. You can do drugs, sell drugs, buy drugs, do whatever you want, get arrested 1 million times. As long as you pay your money, nothing's going to happen. You can abuse your kids. You can abuse your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. The law does nothing about it. You're just left to fend for yourself, figure it out. There's agencies through Delaware Opportunities, which they tell you they're not social services, but I'm telling you right now, no. Funding-wise, they're not. Technically, they're not. But they will turn you in quicker than shit. They work hand in hand. There's no help for anyone here in upstate New York. None. We have a housing crisis right now, which is part of the reason that we're still homeless. I need a 3-bedroom apartment for me and my 4 sons. I'm low income, so nobody's going to rent to us. The law states that you can't deny somebody just because they're low income, just because somebody has rental assistance. All renting is actually technically under the Fair Housing Act. Anybody who has a rental, HUD can come and inspect at any time. You don't have to have rental assistance for that. You're supposed to have all of your stuff up to code. That's what part of what HUD is supposed to do. It's supposed to protect the renters, but they don't. We lived on 72 Mead Street in Walton, me and my 4 sons, for 10 years. They ended up with lead poisoning in this day and age. I signed the paperwork along with a paper that said that house was thoroughly checked for lead, and we ended up with that problem. And I contacted the codes enforcement. They did nothing. Public health, which is through social services, they did nothing. And Dorothy Regazzi, the landlord, in fact, works. Well, I don't know about she does now, but at the time she worked for senior meals through, guess what? Delaware Opportunities, which is where HUD is through. HUD is protecting the landlords, not the tenants. This is a fact. I wish the state would listen. They're not gonna. And ever since COVID, everything has just proven to have gotten worse. What little they cared before, they care even less now. Even less.